Hello my family, welcome to another section with me. So today's video is not limited to only those who have plans to come to the UK or who are currently in the UK as international students. But if you stick with me, you realize that if you are an international student in any country and you have outstanding bills, outstanding tuition fee to pay, this video will be so useful for you. So I would advise you stick with me. I know a lot of people are struggling with paying up their outstanding tuition fee because upon getting here, they realize that the expectation is different from what they've met with. And this is because coming to the UK, as a student, you are limited to work only 20 hours. From back home, you'll be thinking, oh, 20 hours is enough for me. I can be able to work and pay the outstanding school fee. But unfortunately, there are limited jobs for those who have only 20 hours. And it's not enough to save up. Also, for those who have dependents, some dependents too, it's not like as soon as you come to the UK. So those some are kind of lucky, and as soon as they get into the UK, they get a job. But in most cases, it takes 1 to 3 months before even a dependent is able to get a stable job or a good job. What I mean is, most time when they come in, what you just get is maybe 2 shifts in a week, maybe 3 in a week. Sometimes you don't even get any job whatsoever, and you cannot be able to save to pay up your outstanding school fee from this. I recently heard about someone whose visa was revoked due to the result of not paying up the outstanding tuition fee, and now both he and his family's visa is no longer valid, and that means they are now illegal in the country. And you don't want this to be your situation, because how can you pay such amount of money to get into the UK only for you to now come and become illegal in the UK? I mean, you don't want it to be your situation. I know some people will be thinking, oh, before that time my wife is going to get a job with COS, or my husband is going to get a job with COS, depending on who come in as a student. But trust me, experience have shown us that it is not that easy to get jobs with visa sponsorship in the UK, especially if you don't have plans to relocate to other cities. So I've noticed that this is currently on the rise for international students, and that's why I have done a research based on experience and put together 3 ways that you can pay up your outstanding tuition fee with ease. I don't know if I can say with ease. Yeah, it's with ease, because it's for both those who have a good credit rating and those who do not even have credit rating at all. So if you think this is going to interest you, I would advise you stick with me till the end of this video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel Talk to Baby. On this channel, I share news on immigration and beneficial ways that you can relocate to developed countries, among other things, of course, UK living, people's experience in the UK and all that. So if you think this is something that would interest you, I would advise you subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and also be a part of this family. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your likes, thank you for sharing my video, thank you for the comments, thank you for the words of encouragement. I appreciate it, and this encourages me to do more. Now, the first I'll be talking about is group savings. That is getting a trusted group of people to join and be saving monthly. And once you do this within once you do 1 round or 2 rounds, I'm sure you would have already offset your outstanding tuition fee. And I know people will be like, oh, group savings. Let me explain it for those who don't understand what I'm talking about. So you get like a group of 8 to 10 people who will be saving a particular amount monthly. So if you're in the UK, say you're saving £500 monthly with a group of 8 to 10 people. So at the end of the month, whoever is picking the money first will be taking £4,000 or £5,000, as the case may be, as if my calculation is right. So if you are a group of 8 people or a group of 10 people and you're saving £500 monthly, or $500 or 500 Canadian dollars monthly, so you have each and everybody will have when they want to pick up first. When you want to be the one to take the lump money first. So, and if you depend on when you are expected to pay your tuition fee, you can decide to choose a month before, so that you're on the safe side, you understand. So, and by doing this, you'll be able to pay up your tuition fee with ease, because you will only be contributing £500 or 500 whatever monthly, and you're able to get a lump sum to be able to pay the the institution. That is one. But please ensure that you get trusted people to do this with, and don't make it more of students like you, of course, because you all want to pay money almost at the same time, and it will be a struggle about who's going to pick first. So let it be a mix of students and more of those who are like full-time workers, you understand. So I used to be skeptical about this kind of thing before I came to the UK, because the understanding from back home, sometimes someone can just lose your job, or someone might just not be able to pay up the money for one reason or the other. But that doesn't happen abroad. Like abroad, it's very rare for you to lose your job. Most times, just for you to say you are the one who does not even just want to do the job anymore. So that's the first one. If you need me to explain more on this, you can just send me a comment in the section below, and I will talk more about it. That's the first one. So the second one requires you to have a credit score, and requires you to have done like some steps prior to where you want to get the loan. So the second one is getting loan from a loan provider or from your bank. So I know so much about Monzo. Anybody that is close to me know I used to talk about Monzo a lot because I just love that bank. So Monzo is not a bank, it's an online banking, but it comes with so many benefits. Like I don't know if I can talk about it so much in this video, but one thing I like about Monzo is the ports, so you can be able to segment your money into different sections. And even one thing I've noticed again is I use Monzo and other banks, like for example Lloyds is one of the banks that I use. And for Lloyds, on my monthly payment, you know, there's some money that you have in your account and you don't want to use it monthly, you don't use it monthly, like you don't use everything, right, and you just put it in one side. So on Monzo Bank, with Monzo Bank, when you put your money in that kind of pot, it's called savings pot, you'll be getting 5%, 4.2%, 3 point something percent. There are 3 different providers, interest monthly. So just to clear it, so last month I was having like I think 3,000 in one of the pots, and that 3,000 earned me like eight pounds something, just like that. Like I got £8 something interest. And if you don't know about this, you know, you just be having the money in your account. Like I didn't know about it before. I just had money in my account, I'm just saving it there, and it wasn't bringing up interest, you understand? Whereas for Lloyds, I was getting offer of 1.52% interest. In fact, the highest is I think 2% or something like that. So that's outside that. Anyway, let's go back to what we're talking about. So Monzo is also a bank that I've loaned somebody money. And how do you build your credit score so fast? So first, when you move into the UK, or if you're already in the UK and you've not done this, make sure you register on the electoral, you register to vote. Do you understand? So I'm going to add the link in the description box below so that you can be able to click on it and you register yourself. Please make sure you're registering if you are in a place where you can use the address, not of course, for people that understand, will understand. And where there's places you don't use the address, but if you're in a place where you can use the address, please register to vote. Make sure your name is on the electoral register. You understand? And when your name's on the electoral register, because I understand the situation about housing too. Sometimes I just be in a place just for like a month, or for like 3 months, just for some months for you to get a permanent place. You understand? Just leave it there. Provided you don't receive letters in that house, don't be quick to change to remove your name from the electoral vote in that particular council where you are and change it to another council. Don't do that, because the longer you stay in a particular address on the electoral vote, the better for you. It increases your credit score, like, you know. And another thing again, which I tell anybody that comes into the UK, is as soon as you come to the UK, every month you're going to need data for your phone, right? So instead of you to just buy the likes of Leica or Libera and all that, I'm not saying those providers are not good. It's good for you to do it in such a way that you'll be paying monthly by direct debit. You understand? Instead of you just buying the the recharge or something on a monthly basis, just set up a direct debit, because direct debit actually helps credit score. So also, if you're paying bills like your internet bills for your home as well, it also helps your credit score. If you're paying your energy bills by direct debit, it also helps your any payments you are making by direct debit will help your credit score. And the earlier you're able to jump on this, the better, so that your credit score starts building. And you don't need to be in the UK for like a year before you have a good credit score. I've seen someone who have been in the UK, and in just 5 months, Monzo loaned the person £4,000. Yes, you heard me. And so that's another way again you can be able to offset your outstanding tuition fee by building your credit score, and also being with a provider like Monzo. I don't know about other provider, you can make inquiries about it, but the one that I know about, even Lloyds, I don't know if Lloyds is able to do something like that, or Barclays, but I know so well that Monzo, I've experience, based on experience, that Monzo have been able to loan someone £4,000 in just less than 6 months of the person being in the UK. So the last but not the least is having a good saving habit. That is you and your partner putting a particular amount aside on a monthly basis towards the outstanding tuition fee payments. You understand? So, and as I said earlier, again, I'm going to go back to Monzo. So Monzo have this way where you can create these pots, and any money in your pot, anytime you're using your card, it will not get the money in the pot. You need to move the money from the pot to your main account before you can use it. And I'm saying this because there's some people that will be like, okay, I've already saved this money, and they will forget, they will use the card, and they would have already used out of the money that they're saving. You understand? So if you're able to open a Monzo bank, I'm also going to add the link for you to open a Monzo bank in the description box below. Just note that you need to be in the UK and have a UK number for you to be able to get this done. So I'll add a link in the description box below so that you can download it and also open a Monzo bank account, so that it can help you with the savings. Trust me, it helps. And I'm not saying this like, of course I'm not paid to say this, but the truth is it actually helps, because it has been saving lives. Like, it's saving even me myself. If you don't have a good saving habit, Monzo is a place where you can even create so many pots. Like what I used to do when I first got to the UK, is even till now anyway, is that you have you name one of the pots. You can name it as rent, you can name another pot as maybe savings, you can name the other pot as probably anything you want to name it as, you understand. Even if you want to save towards an holiday, you can name it holiday, you understand. And on a monthly basis, as soon as you get your salary or weekly wages or something, you just pay those amounts into, like for example, if you pay £800 per month for your rent, you understand, and you know that that's £200 per week, right? So if you're getting weekly wages, as soon as you get your weekly wage, you just put your 200, you move it to that rent, you understand, and then the next one, and before you know it, like the rent is complete. So you are not spending the money and you're like, oh, I've touched my rent money, how do I now pay it up and so that would help you to have a good spending habit, trust me. So if there's anything you want me to talk more about or elaborate more about on any of the things that I've mentioned earlier, do let me know and I'll be here to help or to be detailed about it by replying to your message in the section below. I hope you've been able to benefit from this video. Kindly share this video to as many people as possible, because trust me, people are struggling to pay up their outstanding tuition fee. And this thing that I've just mentioned might even be known to someone, but you might not just think about it, you understand. Because there's some things that is known, of course, even the rule of economics, there's some things that the supplier have to supply before you'll be able to know that, oh, you actually really need this thing. So that's why I decided, okay, let me just put this together, let me share with you guys, so that none of my YouTube subscriber or my YouTube family or my YouTube watchers will be able to fall victim of having their visas revoked as a result to not being able to pay up their outstanding tuition fee. Until I see you in my next video, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and bye for now.